Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic for some genuinely approachable Sudoku. Yes, to celebrate our Gas 2 app being out now on all the platforms. So if you've already bought the CTC app on any of Steam, Google Play or the App Store, you can refresh it and you can now get Gas 2, which will be 30 puzzles for now, building up to 60 puzzles over the next few months. All by Philip Newman and Bill Murphy and Clover, the gas giants who create the puzzles for us that we do every few days here. A week of gas for me is only 5 days worth, but 5 puzzles in a video seems about the right number still for gas. And in fact, I think Philip, Clover and Bill are kind of sometimes theming weeks around what will come together in my video. We may get one of those today. I've no idea. But that app is now out, along with all of our other apps. You can look for them on the links under the video, and you can find our merchandise there as well, and how to join Patreon, where we'll have a new monthly reward out in a few days' time. And what else we got going on? We've got many crossword videos. We've done 2 on the channel this week and 1 in Patreon. So if you like the cryptic crossword videos, there's lots of them. But it's just the normal sort of business for the channel. I am going to do some birthdays now. This is very interesting. So first of all, apologies to Cora from France, who turned 17 yesterday. I managed to put it in the description of the video, but I forgot to do it during the video because I am not the usual birthday shout-out person. And indeed, Simon may take the opportunity when he gets back to do all of the birthdays I've done this week. I don't know. But anyway, bon anniversaire, Cora, turning 17 yesterday. And we're delighted you're following the channel. Then, March 25th, today, somehow seems to be the big day for Sudoku fans. It's a bit like, it's March the 23rd, 2 days ago, is a huge day. If you are British and interested in sport, and particularly the Olympics, you will be astonished to learn that the 4 big male Olympians were all born on the same day. This is Steve Redgrave, Chris Hoy, Jason Kenny and Mo Farah, all with at least 4 Olympic gold medals, were all born on March the 23rd. It is extraordinary. There are not that many Britons with 4 gold medals, and loads of them were born on March the 23rd. Anyway, happy birthday to all of them for a couple of days ago, but happy birthday to all of these for today. And that's Jenny in Islington from her loving husband Alex. We've got Hugh, who's Melissa Carroll's partner and who introduced Melissa to Cracking the Cryptic. Well done. Heather Clark. This is Heather Clark from Jessup, Maryland, who's turning 40 today. And that's from your friend Jessica. Big fans of the channel. Good to know. And Emma Sundberg's lovely partner, Matthias. His birthday's today as well. There's more. Don't worry, there's more. Adrian Breivik's friend Elias is turning 23 and is a very good jazz guitarist. So that will appeal to Simon. And we're not done yet, because there's also Avital Schulman, who watches us while commuting and also while breast pumping for her second baby. I mean, that's fantastic. That's a load of people who watch Cracking the Cryptic. March the 25th seems to be the big day. So happy birthday to you all. Sincerely hope you have a great day. Many happy returns and quite a lot of chocolate cake, with Simon's favourite icing ratio to cake of 1:1. Anyway, those are the birthdays. Now, next, I will be reading out something different, which is the blurbs from the Gas channel. So this is the Daily Sudoku channel on the Discord server, where these get published about a month ago. And we're starting with a puzzle called Boa by Philip, who says, today's Gas is a killer Sudoku based on an old nerd snipe I gave myself. The cages in this puzzle are all 2-cell and placed such that adjacent cages have consecutive totals, except the extremes of 3 and 17, which are touching to close the loop. Oh, that's very good. For Gas, I've given you all the digits inside the loop, and this version is not unique without givens, so don't be trying the puzzle having crossed out the givens. But There is also a significantly harder puzzle of this type with no given digits in the archive. Just go to the Daily Sudoku channel and look up February the 22nd and you will find that a link to that puzzle. So the rules are just simply normal Sudoku rules in apply, digits in cages, sum to the total given. And the dinosaur is a hugging Hudiosaurus. That's the first one. Oh my goodness, right. The second one is a Battleship Sums Sudoku by Clover. So, wow. So this is in the Sudoku Pad app. Okay, Clover says, a little excerpt from the ideas file. Uno Sudoku. You have to shout Uno when you have only one empty cell remaining in a region. Failure to do so results in 5 digits being randomly removed from your grid. Connect 4 Sudoku, a competitive variant for 2 players in which the first to enter 4 contiguous digits in a row wins. And for today, let's go with Battleship Sums Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Also, place the 8 given length 3 ships into the grid so that no ships touch each other, not even diagonally. Ships can be oriented horizontally or vertically. Some ship segments are already provided. Clues adjacent to a row or column tell you the sum of all of the digits that are on ship segments in that row or column. For the answer check, you only need to enter the correct digits into the grid. I recommend using shading to keep track of where the ships are. Wow, okay, well that's a good variant combination. The dinosaur is a playful proa. And then we will move on to the Goblin King by Bill Murphy on the next day. Bill's only puzzle for this set of 5. Today's Anti-King Sudoku is dedicated to the goblins, demons, elves, fairies, pixies, sprites, gremlins, munchkins, rascals, rapscallions, and everybody else who's a fan of David Bowie and Labyrinth. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Cells connected diagonally cannot contain the same number, so it's an Anti-King Sudoku, as you said. The dinosaur is Jareth's Janintia, and that is a very good list of particularly small, fantastic creatures. Very good. Then the next one is Don't Knock It with no K. I should probably know what N-O-C-K means, but I probably don't. Sometimes I have a good, for some value of good, idea for an intro, says Philip. Today is not one of those days, so instead I'm going to enlist you to help me write it. Post your best arrow-related joke. I'll edit in my favourites and we'll let Mark judge which one is the absolute best. Is there a prize for the winner? Maybe a future intro task will involve suggesting a prize. And then here are the jokes Philip included. So I'm going to be judging from these 4 jokes about arrows. 3 statisticians go deer hunting with bows and arrows. They spot a big buck and take aim. One shoots and his arrow flies off 3 meters to the right. The second shoots and his arrow flies off 3 meters to the left. The third statistician jumps up and down yelling, "We got him, we got him." That's by @3 quid. And that's not bad. It's going to be a good joke that beats that, I'll say that. I think this is a bad idea. Whichever joke you select as the best arrow joke, it's bound to start a quarrel, from John D. Davis. That is not bad too. I like puns, I'm afraid. I don't groan when I hear a pun because I'm a dad, and that's all right. Then from @Elias, have you tried blindfolded archery? You don't know what you're missing. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. That's very relevant to arrows. The last one is by Sarah Clark. Arrows by any other name would smell as sweet. I will read that again. Arrows by any other name would smell as sweet. And that's quite a nice pun. So those are 2 good puns that I would give 8 out of 10. I think I would give 9 out. Well, I don't know. The statistician joke made me laugh out loud. I think the winner is the blindfolded archery joke. You don't know what you're missing. That's brilliant. Because you literally don't know what you're missing and you would be missing it. I like that. I like that a lot. Well done @Elias. You win this impromptu competition that Philip set up for me. Today's gas is an arrow Sudoku. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along arrows must sum to the circled total. Digits may repeat if allowed by other rules. So those 2 will add up to 7, for instance. The dinosaur's a bona fide Borealosaurus. I will say this, by the end of the video, I may have a different view on what the best joke was there. But anyway, Adelias has won it. I probably won't revisit that decision. Now we go on to the 5th day, Block Sum Relations by Clover. The noble game of Sudoku, says Clover, has a terrible secret. A secret that, for fractions of centuries, has only been passed along to a few 100,000 of Sudoku YouTuber Simon Anthony's very favourite people. But with today's gas, we drag that secret kicking and screaming into the light. We shout it from the rooftops. That's right. I don't know if I can shout this. It's a secret. The sum of the digits from 1 to 9 is 45. Drag me to the guillotine if you must, says Clover, but the people deserve to know so that they can solve this gas. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Also, equals signs in the grid tell you that the 3 digits above the clue have the same sum as the 3 digits below, or the 3 digits to the left of the clue have the same sum as the 3 digits to the right. So those 3 will add up to the same as those 3, and those 3 will add up to the same as those 3. Excellent. Okay, I really like that rule set. I'm not sure I've ever quite seen it like that before. The dinosaurs are revolutionary Raptorex, and that is what's going on in the puzzles. I enjoyed those blurbs this week, maybe because of the joke competition especially, but they were all good. Excellent. Right, I'm going to have a go at all the puzzles. I'm going to reset the clock on the puzzles as I go so that I know my time. There will be 2 links when you play these to the puzzles. Well, will there be 2 links for all of them? The battleships one, maybe there won't. No, there won't. There is 1 link to that one. There are 2 links to the others, so if you can't play them on the tiny URL puzzle, you can play them in F puzzles. But 1 link for the battleships puzzle. Anyway, enough waffle. Let's reset the clock. Let's get cracking. So, good old Philip with a 3 cage and a 4 cage next to it. I can't type the right numbers. And a 5 cage. That's got to be a 4 in the box. Now this 6 cage, it sort of peters out. 5, 4. Ah, that's interesting. This can't be 5, 2 because one of them will go in there. So that's a 1, 6 cage. Now let's start at the other end with the 17. That's 9, 8. The 16 is 7, 9. That fixes the 9, 8. This is now an 8, 7 cage. 14, that must be a 6 or 5. I thought I would know which. Oh, that's an 8, so that's a 6. These are 4, 9. That adds up. These add up to 12. They're not 9, 3. They could be 5, 7 or 8. 4. Now these don't use 1, 3, 4, 5 and they add up to 11. That's a 2, 9 pair. Ah, this is an 8 cage without using 6 or 3. So that's 1, 7. This is, there must be only one way of doing this. 2, 8 in the 10 cage, 4, 5 in the 9. And now we are down to virtually classic Sudoku. So 3, 4, 6, that's a 6. 7 there and a 4, 5 pair. 3, 8, 6 here. Well, yes, I can do those thanks to the 6, 1 pair. That actually tells me that's a 2. Should have seen that earlier. 8, 2. This is filling in very nicely now. 5, 9, 2, 1, 5, 8, 7. Oh, well, I can do that if I do this first. 8, 4. Now I can do the 5, 8, 7. Then we can do 5, 6 at the bottom. That does 5, 4. What have we got here? 1, 3, 7. I can do the 3. 5 and a 2, 6 pair. 9, 8, 3. I can do the 9. Oh yes, actually I can do the 3 based on a pair on the left. So this is going very nicely now. I think maybe those filling in all the internal digits there almost made it a little too easy. I never want to say that because for some people this won't be too easy, but there really wasn't a lot to hold one up if you know the basic, and 2 cell cages do provide the very basic killer combinations. If you've done any killer Sudoku before, I think this is very approachable indeed, beyond perhaps genuinely approachable. And I will say there are 1 or 2 puzzles like this in the gas apps. Not many, but one or two that really, you just get started and it quickly flows through. And I was done in less than 3 minutes. I've just reminded myself there that I think Miko Kisai told me that if I get through, is it 3 puzzles today? I'll have done 100 in a row with 2 hat times. And I mean, I guess this one could be the impediment to that. We will see. Right, let's restart the clock. The clues outside the grid give the grey cells. Right, so we've got one battleship there and another one there. This one could, don't know. Oh, well, those have to, are they going to add up to 9? Yes, this has to be 2, 3, 4. Right, so there's no other battleships down below them in that column. That's a naked 5. That's a 7. 1, 5, 7, 6, 2, 3, 4. That's an 8, 9 pair. 6 is the total in this row. Surely that, well, it could be 3, a 2 and a 1. Oh, 7 here, so that's a 2, 1 pair. Again, they go all green. I should have, of course, looked for Clover to have employed a lot of symmetry. That's an 8. That's a 7. Then we've got 3 and 6. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's a 9. That's an 8. 6 and 9, I can do those in the top row. That is 1 or 2. Now, this 6, right, that can't be a 1 because you couldn't get to the grey total of 6 then. So that's grey. This is not grey. This is a 2, 4, 5 triple. That's not 4. Now I'm going to have to use the battleships rule somehow. I mean, I know from it that those are all green. I guess actually I know from battleships rules that these are all green, don't I? Surrounding each of the ships. Actually, I think I can do the diagonally next to that grey cell as all non-battleships. Now, where am I now? I can put an 8 in that column and a 5, 9 pair above. 7 in that one and a 6, 1 pair above. I'm really avoiding this issue. Ah, look, those all have to be grey and must be 9, 8, 7. Right, if they're grey, these cells are all grey to continue the battleships. Ooh, but look, we've only got 1 in this row. That can't be grey, or it would be a 4-cell battleship. Now that's in the middle of a battleship, so it must be a horizontal one. That must be grey to make up this battleship. They're green. Oh, these are definitely green. I don't know if the green matters much. I mean, I'm going to green everything. A bit of a completionist sometimes. That can't be 8. This... Ooh. This can't be 7. Oh, it's this 35. Right, it's going to be 5 grey cells that are 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So the other 2 greens are 2 and 4 in this column. Okay. Now in this row, well, we're going to break the symmetry for sure, as we would in row 6. Oh, I don't know what that is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do Sudoku or battleships. 12. 12 is a very low total here. That 8 can't be in the battleship for that reason. So that's part of the battleship. Oh, and there's a 5, 9 pair in this box. Right. These must be a pair adding to 5. They have to be 4, 1. Okay, this is good progress now. These are green. Those are green. I keep wanting to make a pun on Teresa Green, and that's just my brain trying to get in the way and stop me doing Sudoku. 4. Those have to be green because you can't fit a battleship in there. How many are there meant to be? 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. There's going to be 1 in box 7. Now, that's green. These digits are 1, 3, and 5. They can't both be grey. Well, of course they can't. Muppet. That is a 5. That is 6 or 9. That's not 7. That's 6 or 8, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9 to go, yes. Oh, what happened there? There we go. This is where 7 goes in the column. And that's grey, so it's got to be sitting amongst grey, obviously. Right, we've got 17 is the total in this column. If that was 7, it could be 7, 8, 2. Oh, come on, Mark. 1, 6 there. They're solved. 5, 1, 6, 7. That is an 8 now because of the. It's always been an 8. I just hadn't noticed it. Right, that's an 8. It could still be 7, 8, 2. Let's just keep going with Sudoku instead. Oh, that's become a 2. That's a 4. 2, 1, 5, 3, 6, 8, 2, 4. 9 in column 6 is there. 12, 7. I've used almost all the clues apart from this 17 and this 14. Right, those two, do they add to 6? I don't know. They're either 1, 5 and complete all the greys. No, there's got to be a grey running through. Oh, to fit two more ships in, they've got to be like that. Yeah, that couldn't be grey, and it can't be here because of the 17 clue. There we go. That's all the colouring done. Now that is a 2. Right, now I can finish off, and that's taken me a while to see. 4 and 3 in that box. This is not a 3. That is a 3, definitely. 5. That's a 5 to complete the numbering. Oh, and we've got 14 here. These are 1, 2, 3, aren't they? The answer is yes, Mark. They are. Oh, and that's a 4. That's a 5. This is 4. That's 2. That's box 9 done. Oh, I keep going to the left, and it's no good here. 6, 1, and 5. That's a 5. 1 and 6 I can fill in. That must be 2. 3 and 1 in these cells? Don't know. 9, 3, 6, 4. So just need to finish off quickly now and not miss the time. Not that I know what the cut-off time is, but I'm hoping Clover's been reasonably generous with this quite unusual form and a very nice puzzle within it. There we go. 7 minutes 13. Ooh. I think Clover will have been generous. I'd be confident of getting 2 hats for that time, even though it's longer than some puzzles 2 hat times. Anyway, Goblin King. Oh yes, anti-king. Right. Let's go. So we've got all kinds of roping in the middle. 2 and a 1, 3 pair. That's a 2 and a 1, 3 pair. Oh no, we can use the anti-king rule to sort them all out. 4, 5, 6 are there. And up here. And 7, 8, 9. That's an 8. That's 9. No, that's a 9. That's 7. 7 must be there, but I can't do the 8 and 9. So the anti-king rule is in play quite a lot here already. Now, what next? There's a 7 somewhere there. That's not the way to do it. Maybe it is. There's a 3 there. Oh, I can place 1. Then there's a 1 in one of those cells. 7 must be there in the bottom row now. And there in row 7. Now I'm using the anti-king rule there, so that feels a useful way to go about it. We've got a 1 in one of those 2, and therefore in row 2 the 1 is there. Yeah, that's an X-wing on 1's left. That can't resolve yet. 3, 6, 9, 7, 1. This is a 2, 4 pair, and I know the order. That's a 5, 8 pair. 9, 6 at the top. That's 3, 8, 2, 5 there. This must be a 4. It's naked using the anti-king rule. That's 2 or 5. Where next? Where next? 7s are all done. 6s. Yeah, interesting. There's a 6 somewhere here and also somewhere here. Well, neither of them can be in the middle bit. So that has a 6 and that has a 6. The 6 in column 8 must be there. That's a slightly beyond gas deduction, but quite useful. 61827. So this is 5 or 9. This is 4 or 5. So 9 in the column I've suddenly identified as being here. 73941 6. Don't know. 3697. This, is it naked? No, 2 or 5 look like they could both go there. Oh, how am I meant to do this? I don't think I'm doing it well. Maybe let's look at this pair that can't be 5, 8. That one has to be 6 or 9. That one is much less constrained. Oh, come on, Mark. Think about it. Oh, right. 9. 9 in this box is there. So we get the 3. That's not a 9 now. 2, 4, 5, 8. That is 5 or 8. And therefore that's a pair. And this is 6 or 9. So we've got a 6, 7, 9 triple here. 3 is in one of those two cells. 8 has to be in one of these two. So that does place 8 in column 7. 2, 6 and 5 still to place. That's 2 or 5. 3, 6, 9. There's a 3. Yeah, I know there's a 3 down there. We've done that. That can't be 4. So let's look up this column. What can this be? 7, 6, 2, 3, 1, 4, 9. 5 or 8. Now that's a 5, 6, 8, 9 quad, which is a bit ungas-like, but I will take it. I've got 7, 3, 1, 2, 4 to place, so that can't be 2. This one can't be 2 either, because there's a 2, 5 pair in the row that I hadn't seen. So the 2 in the column is here. That puts 2 here. Oh, come on, keep going. There's a 2 in one of those cells, so there's an X-wing, and 2 must be here. And that could be very helpful. I mean, this has been quite non-gas-like, actually. 6 has to be there now. That's 5, that's 4. 5, 8, and 4. There are probably easier ways of solving this puzzle, but I'm reasonably happy with spotting quite a lot of things that had to be done in it. This is a 3, 5 pair. They're still not resolved. 3, 8, 5. 3 must be there in the row. That's 5 or 8. There's an 8 X-wing, so I can put 8 in there. 3, 5 are fixed. That's not a 5. That has become a 2. 2, 6, 7, 3, 5, 8. We've got 1, 4, and 9 still to place. Oh, come on. What am I missing now? Is it Sudoku or is it King's Move? It's probably King's Move. There's a 4 in one of those, so that's not 4. So that's 4, and that places the 4. Yeah, it's these little pairs of things together that are quite hard to analyse, I think, at speed anyway. 5, 6, 5, 8, 9, 8, 9, 6. There we go. 5 minutes 48. Again, could be pushing the 2 hat time. I'm reasonably happy with that. If those 2 puzzles have been generously marked effectively, then I have made 100 puzzles of 2 hats in a row, which is astonishing. I never thought I'd do that, actually. Right, that 2 is 1, 1. This is now... Oh, it could be 2, 2. No, it can't be 2, 2. So it must be 3, 1. This must be 2, 3 with the 1 in the box. This 3 is clearly 2 and 1. Low numbers being very helpful on the circles here. Now, that digit has got to be a 4. It sees all the other digits under 7. This one can't be 4, 2 either way. It can't be a 3, 3. So it must be 5, 1 in some order, and I don't know the order. This 8, oh right, they're different from each other. That's a 2, 6 pair. I can fill those in. We couldn't use 3 or 7. This 7 can't use 1 or 2, so that's a 4, 3 pair. Okay, so that's good progress. Now, this is either 3, 6 or 4, 5. Can't be 4, 5. It's 3, 6. This 9, do I know? Don't feel like I do, actually. No, I'll come back to that. I don't want to work on that. These two are the same. They see between them 1, 2, 7, 3, 6, 5, 4. They're either 8 or 9. What about these? They see 1, 3, 6, 9, 2, 8, 4. They're either 5 or 7. Okay, I'm going to look at this now. It can't have a 1 on either bit or a 3. So it's 2, 7, which it can't be because that can't be either. It must be 5, 4 in that order. That 5 fixes the 1, 5 there. 9, 3, 7, 6, 2, 5. So now I do some Sudoku somehow. Where do I start that? Don't know. It's not obviously wanting to give in to Sudoku. That must be the same as the digit on the arrow up there. So that's 8 or 9. 6, 1, 3. Oh, I don't know. 4 in column 2 must be there. 3 in row 1 must now be there. Feels very bitty. 5 in box 1. Actually, this is working now. 5 there. One of those is a 5. One of those is a 5. That is where 5 goes, therefore. Right. So that sorts that out. 3, 2, 4, 5. This is 7 or 8. 7, 4, 8 to place in the row. No, let's go back to this box, which was working really well. 5, 4, 3. Yes, we can place 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we place 6? No. 7? Absolutely not. 9? Not really. And 8? Not at all. Bother. Okay, well that box did its thing, and then I tried to play it too much. 6, 1, 3, 5. That digit goes in here. That's a naked 4. That's a good spot. 1, 2, 4, 9, 3, 7. So 5 or 8, 6 or 8, 5 or 6 or 8. 4, 8, 6, 5. That's now a naked 2. 7, 9 pair in the row. Let's look in the column for that. Yes, we can place 3 and then have a pair that are 1, 8. And then back to row 4. 2, 5, 3, 4, 1. That's 7 or 9. Why isn't this getting any easier? 6 or 8. 6, 8 or 9 there. That is 4 or 8. 1, 4 or 8 here. 3, 2, 4, 5 now. 2, 5, 6, 1, 3. Oh, we need a 4 in this box. That's got to go there. That's really unhelpful. That's virtually the last 4 in the grid. No, there's another one to go in somewhere here. This is being really slow on me now. Or rather, I am being slow at it. 9, 4, 7, 1, 3, 2. That's 5, 6 or 8. Why can't I just get something here? 3, 2, 4. 5 and 6 have to be in those cells. Right. No, that's wrong. That is wrong. 5 is in one of those 2 cells, but 6 is in one of those 2. I'm misinterpreting. 4 and 3, 8, 6, 5. 2, 7 and 9 to place. Just get easier, you crazy puzzle. 5, 3, 4, 8, 1, 2. Wow. I almost feel like I've missed a rule or something. Right, one of those has to be a 9. So one of these is a 9. One of those is a 4. Well, that's useless. We knew that anyway. 2. We need a 2 somewhere here. and a 3. The 3 is in the corner, losing its religion over there. 3, 1, 5, 4 and 2. 2 is in one of those. 4 now has to be here in this box. That gives us 4 here. Right, that sorts the triple in box 8. That might actually ramify. So let's see if that gets a lot. It's getting a lot done in a hurry, actually. 8, 8. We can make that an 8. None of these, in fact, 7 is placed. Then 9 and 6. Look at that. It just falls apart with one push when you get to the right point. And it took me forever to get there. I'm not at all happy with this time. There is every prospect that my run of 102 hat times has ended instantly. Just like a cricket batsman often gets out as soon as they reach 100. That could be exactly what I've done here. 6, 7, 8. Oh, can't hit the right buttons. 8, 5 and 8. Oh, it's still under 7 minutes. Okay, that's a relief, because it really felt longer than that. Wow. Finding some tough puzzles in this set today. I won't knock it, Philip. That is a good puzzle. Now, this 3-3 relations. Okay, interesting. Let's get cracking on this one. How? Right. Those are... Oh, look, that's a set. They see all the other digits. That's 3, 5, 6. 11, 14, 2 and 4 is 6. That's an 8. See, I thought we'd start there and look at the possibilities there to narrow those down. It was the other way round, weirdly. So, a bit of symmetry from Clover. We get 4, 6, 7 there. They add up to 17, making that a 9. I can do a bit of Sudoku. 9 and 8. Ooh, the symmetry's all over this thing. Now, that can't be a 9, I reckon, because these would add up to 19, and you're just not going to get there up here. So that's where 9 goes in the box. That's going to give us 9 there. We must have all the 9s in the grid once we've put that one in. In fact, 1, 7. Oh, we were meant to be... I'd forgotten we were being hit over the head with the 45 rule. And I haven't used it at all, and I haven't been trying to. And that just makes me an absolute weirdo. There we go. Sorry, Clover. Right, now we've got 9 there and 10 here, so they're 1 apart. Either 3, 4 or 5, 6. But these two are a 3, 5 pair. They add up to 8, so we're either on 12 or 14. That is then 2 or 4. Can't be 2, so it's a 4. That's a 6. That's going to work now as a sum. 6, 4, 7, 3, 9, 5. We get 2 and a 1, 8 pair. That's an 8 to finish the column. Now, what's going on here? We've got a 2, 4 pair. That's 6. That's 10. So there's a 4 difference between those, which are from 1, 5, 8. They must be 1 and 5. And that's an 8 at the bottom. There we go. Those can't have a 5 in. I could probably have worked that digit. Oh, I had worked that digit out before. Right, now these... Oh, look, there's a double equals across the row. That's why we're using 45, because they must all add up to 15. Sorry, Clover. I'm just blind. That's all it was. It's not that I'm stupid. Just blind. This is a 2, 6 pair, isn't it? Yeah. That adds up to 15. Then this is 8 and 3. In fact, the 2, 6 pair is resolved. So the central column is exactly the same. Groups of 15. We can do 3 and 5 there. That seems to be right. 4 and 2 here. And at the top, we've got a 1 and a 6. And they all work. Okay, so this is going to come together very quickly at this point, I think. It's really just looking for eliminations. Maybe not there. I've done all the marked clues. So we can place 8 in that box. 9, 6, 2, 1, 4. No. 4 and 7. They're resolved. Oh, that's 5 or 6. So we place 7 there. 1, 7, 8, 4, 9. We've got 2, 5 and 6. Oh, don't know how to deal with those. 1, that's a 6 to finish its column. We could do 1 and 7. We've got a naked 3 there, which sorts out the pair in column 8. That's a 7. 5 and 4 at the bottom. Yes, they can be done. Ooh, now, if I do them in the right place, 6 and 3 are done. 8, 3, 1, 9, 6 and 4. That's a 2. That's a 6. That gives me 5 and 2. That gives me 5 and 6, and that is a quick time. Well, 1 second under 4 minutes. So, some very interesting puzzles this week. Well, I mean, they always are, but there were some really intriguing bits in there. Being in the mood for judging. Oh, knock. Knock is something to do with arrows. It's the notch on the arrow, isn't it? I think it is, where you put the feathers in. That's the arrow-related pun Philip's going for. I think that puzzle was the best today. Dunno. I did enjoy the battleships, and I wasn't good at it, which ups it a bit. That was clever for an anti-king, but that one was really good. That's what I'm voting for. Nobody asked me to vote for the puzzles. I voted for the joke already. Had a great time today. Thank you very much to Philip, Clover and Bill. That was good fun. And thank you for watching as always and enjoying me having a great time, hopefully, some of it. And I hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.